Let's be honest, the fastest way that you can grow your small account is by trading SPX Lotto. So instead of me sitting here telling you not to do it because it's high risk, let me give you a simple strategy that actually works so you can be profitable. Now, the strategy is not complicated and anyone who's a beginner, intermediate, or advanced can actually do it. In fact, some of my advanced traders don't even know that this actually exists. So if you stick to the end of this video, not only am I going to show you exactly how to do it, how to be profitable at it, but most importantly, how to grow the account so you can eventually take less risky trades. All right, so the first thing you always want to do if you're trading the SPY or the Qs, same day lotto expiries, is come into the pre-market and identify your key levels of support and resistance from the pre-market. Okay, in this case, we have clearly these two levels and this level right here. All right, so now this is your short-term resistance and support that you can focus on going into the open. Now, as the market opens, what you want to focus on is to see how price reacts to this level. In this case, we got a nice hammer off of that level and you pushed up. This hammer candle could have been your entry to the move upwards. Now, as we come down and put in a higher low, this right here is going to be your second sign of entry. You want to look at buying calls down here because this trend line has already been put in and we failed to make a new low. Your low was pre-market and this failed to make a new low. At this point right here, this is where you want to enter calls and take advantage of the move up. Remember, with the same day expiry, you don't need a big move to see 30-40%. You actually need a very small pop. Now, let me explain why this pullback here is actually a better place to buy than trading breakouts on the SPY and Qs. Okay, so if you take a look at the premiums, as the stock is moving up, your premiums on the call side are actually increasing drastically. The IV on the call side is increasing drastically, right? So at this point, if the premium value was, for example, $1, on a move right here, the premium is going to be $2, just for example purposes. Now, as you come in and buy here, you've already bought an inflated premium. So when the stock pulls back a little bit, you're now going to lose 30, 40, 50%. And a lot of traders can't handle the heat here. And this is exactly why they stop out. Now, let's reverse this and let me explain what happens when you buy at support instead of a breakout. So in the case right here, this would be your buy. Now, why are you buying this? You're buying this because as the price is coming down, the call premium is actually dropping substantially. So is the IV. The IV is coming down drastically as well. So if the premium up here was around $1, it is now down to around maybe 0.5. Okay. Now, because the premium has lost so much value, and in fact, you're buying a call against what's known to be a short-term downtrend, you're actually in a better position. Why? Because if you get a small bounce upwards now, the premium is going to multiply a lot faster. So this is where you would buy calls and you're looking for the move into this next area of resistance to kind of take your profits. So this would be your entry right here. And as price is coming up to this area, you should already be at least 30 to 40% profitable. And right here is where you want to start taking profits as you see price reject. Now, if this breaks out, great. You did your part. You bought down here. You bought in an area that's known to be resistance, and you get yourself out of the trade before you sit into this choppy action. Now, let's say you didn't take this trade right here and you missed this initial breakout, which again, I'm against trading. What you have to wait for again is to make sure that this trend line stays intact. So this candle right here on this pullback with the hammer is going to be your second attempt of entry. Now, again, same thing applies here. You're not taking the breakout, you're buying the pullback. And on this pullback, your premium is going to be a lot better. And you can literally sell on the move up here and see anywhere from 30 to 40%. So guys, the idea here is not to take breakouts when you're trading same day lotto expiries, but more importantly, identifying your key levels of support and resistance and counter trend trading that. So again, buy calls at support and puts at resistance to put yourself in a better place to make some substantial returns on those quick moves. Now, as you can see, trading doesn't have to be complicated. You just got to understand how and when to do certain things that benefit you. And in this case, in this example, trading SPY and Q lottos, you're at a disadvantage if you're taking breakouts. So make sure that you're buying at key levels and you're selling at those key levels. And as always, if you guys are struggling to become profitable and seriously looking to turn this into a profession where you can make anywhere from 15 to 20,000 per month and want to do it in less than 6 months, check out the link down below, apply for the one-on-one mentorship and see if you qualify. If you're not ready for the mentorship, no problem at all. Watch these 2 free videos and hopefully you can become a better trader.